It's now time for that time when we have the love segment right here on WAVS Radio. And you know, Pastor Wiz, Songs of Solomon 2 verse 4 says, He brought me to the banquet hall and he looked on me with love. Mm-hmm. What a profound statement.
And it is so profound, because sometimes we get in a situation where we become too snappy. Mm-hmm. And we're agitated, mm-hmm. and sometimes that's cause for several different reasons, but sometimes the pressure of life gets to you, and you no longer look at your mate in that way. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You become snappy about several little things, and I just want to encourage husbands, to take pleasure in one another again, be romantic with one another. Even when things don't seem to be working out or going the way you want them to go, just don't be snappy. Be loving. Remember why you first fell in love. Mm-hmm. There had to have been something about this person that you really liked. You know what I mean?
Pastor Wiz is looking at me with love in his eyes. He has a dark shades out, but I can see. Listen to this now. You say that sometimes folks they get snappy and agitated,
you know what I mean?
But that's the devil robbing you and stealing you of your joy.
Mm-hmm.
The good old book says, Pastor Wiz, the devil comes only to rob, steal, and destroy you. Mm-hmm. So you gotta hold on to that joy as much as you can. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing you say.
Yeah, you gotta delight, in your beloved. Mm-hmm. And it's okay to flirt with your wife. It's okay to flirt with your husband. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's who you should be flirting with.
There's nothing wrong with that, And it's okay to dream again delightfully. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, God said it was not good for man to be alone. And so, he made woman, and he said, well, two of you together are one. You know what I mean? And that is so profound, and it is so true, because, one hand can't clap. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But two, one can chase 1,000, but two, 10,000. So it's okay to delight in your mate, to get excited about you, but to flirt with your mate, to love your mate.
I was about to say, once folks, get married, the flirting stops, everything becomes so serious, and no more play. That's a bad thing.
Well, this is the thing. See, you must not let the new wear off. That's why I say, you my beautiful bride.
And of course, people say, I remember this gentleman saying to you last week, how did you just get married? And you said, no, how many years? And the man said, what? And you're still your bride? And he found that so...
The man laughed. He said, you're good, man. You're good. You're good.
People are saying, it must be bunks in his brain or something. But you know what, husbands? It is a wonderful thing to do, because once you do that, you'll get your wives doing... they'll just go all the way for you. Mm-hmm. So someone have to, just put it out there. Mm-hmm. Start it. It can be the wives doing it, because sometimes people are not outspoken. You sometimes don't find folks as outspoken as you are, Pastor Wiz.
You mean the wives?
No, I'm talking about men. Sometimes, based on how they were brought up, they're timid and shy, and it's not that they don't love their spouse, but they show it in a different way. They can't, say the things. I know you need to show it, but hearing it too is nice, and being loving. Some people, they love you, but it's hard for them to show it.
Yeah, well, you gotta show it, because, some folks are from the show me state.
And that's what, Missouri?
Yeah.
Let's go to the line here. I don't know who this is calling, but caller, do you want to participate this afternoon? We're in the love segment.
And the love segment, I do it.
All right.
The man Cocotte.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Her respect for me motivates my love for her.
Mm-hmm.
My love for her motivates the respect she has for me.
That's great. That's
true.
great.
You can't love me and not show it, then you don't love me, because love has a language of its own, but the word love must project behind it actions and attitude that tells me that you love me.
But you know, as I was saying to Pastor Wiz here before, some people it's hard for them to show it, you know.
Then
But
they
you
don't
can
love.
learn, huh?
Because they don't love.
You think so?
Can you put a lit candle under a bushel and it not burns through?
Put like that. Put like that.
Pastor Wiz.
Yeah.
Pastor Wiz.
Yes, my brother.
How many times have you told your lovely, wonderful, beautiful bride that you love her?
Boy, I tell you, I mean, I think
Not
people,
only that you have told her that you love her, Pastor Wiz, you project that word. You showed her the actions behind the words that you have spoken.
this is true.
So if you keep telling a person that you love them, and you don't give them anything, you don't show, you don't display an
You don't display
attitude
it.
of
This is
love,
true.
the act behind the word, they get tired of hearing that. They'll tell you, "Me don't want to hear that no more. No, me don't want to hear that no more."
They get to come from the show me state.
Show me state. Show me that you love me. And
Yeah,
one of the ways that we show a person that we love them is what we do behind what we say, the sacrifices that we make for that individual.
You know, I have to tell you, my brother, oftentimes when I'm doing a sermon or when we're at church, you know, I tell folks that we just pray that more so through what we do as opposed to what we say, that folks will see Jesus.
I hear you say that all the time. All
Because-
the time I hear you say that in your conversations. And it's the same thing the Master wants from us, be it male or female. We can tell him all that we want to tell him, but he wants us to show him how much we love him by the lifestyle we choose.
That's
the
true.
path we choose to take. That's how he gets the full understanding that this is my boy, this is my girl.
All right. So you know what, my brother, you got to call us next week and we will continue with this because we are recording this for the segment on the YouTube. Love Lives in Me Too, and we can't make it too long.
It is the power of love that motivates me to do the things I do for her.
Sounds good to me. Really. So we will talk
So
again
we'll talk
next
again
week.
next week.
All right.
God bless.
Pastor Wiz, put a cap on this one.
Yeah, folks, just love your mate. You know what I mean? Don't be too snappy. I know we're living in a time when things are difficult. You know, it's very hard these days, and sometimes you can get down by the facts of life and the struggles that you face. But despite all of that, just remember why you fell in love with your mate, and don't let your relationship or your love becomes cold or old. Just keep it alive. You know what I mean? And just say, I love you more today than I did yesterday.
I do too.
And
Good.
I'm going to love you more, even more tomorrow.
I love you more
I love
and
you
more.
I love you more.
All right, this is how we go out of this segment.
Here,
Next
give me a little smack.
That's good. That's great. Tune in next week, Tuesday afternoon, for another segment, a love segment. You can also view this segment in a couple of days or so. Love Lives in Me Too, the number 2. Love Lives in Me Too on YouTube.